watch you for a lifetime. You're my favorite movie. 1,000 endings. You mean everything to me. I never know what's coming. Forever fascinating. Oh, good, don't stop running. For me, 'cause I'll always be waiting. You are my cinema. I could watch you forever. Action, thriller. I could watch you forever. You are my cinema, a Hollywood treasure. Love you just the way you are. My cinema, my cinema.
Get up, get down, roof that down. My DJ gonna break it down. Get up, get down, roof that down. My DJ gonna break it down. Get up, get down, roof that down. My DJ gonna break it down. Get up, get down, roof that
Stars spell out your name, like in a science fiction drama. Romance growing, like a flower in the summer. Lord, keep me guessing, forever my wonderful. Hope you start undressing all my dreams and take me under. You are my cinema, I could watch you forever. Action, thriller, I could watch you forever. You are my cinema, the Hollywood treasure. Love you just the way you are. My cinema, my cinema.
Get up, get down, roof that down. My DJ gonna break it down. Get up, get down, roof that down. My DJ gonna break it down. Get up, get down, roof that down. My DJ gonna break it down. Get up, get down, roof that
Hello. I've done it perfectly this time. There was no feedback. I'm very impressed with myself, I must say. Hello. Drama stream, fun times. Hello everyone in the chat. I do appreciate you joining me this morning. Now it's just gone midnight. It's very late. Some of my family's still up though. So I thought I'd do this since the PIEMAN video dropped this evening. Obviously it was dropped earlier this evening. It was leaked by someone. Someone sent it to me, and I watched it through, and I didn't think it was great. But it was okay. I don't know. There's criticisms to be made of it, I think, which we'll get into as we go through them. Obviously, you can see the lockdown haircut here is being represented. Managed to get a haircut today, which was good. Because it was getting very long. It looks shit right now. It looks really bad, like it really does. But I'm already fast. I couldn't be bothered to do my hair properly for a fucking live stream. I was like, nah, I don't really care. So I just touched it up a little bit, and then I literally got it done like a couple hours ago. So big up the UK. I hate this country. It's so bad. The lockdown has been terrible, absolutely terrible. Still defending the Swan. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because I think there's criticisms to be made of John in this particular situation. For sure, I think, well, we'll get into it, but yeah. So we'll start off with, I'm on Twitter. Whoever leaked the video is a fucking shithead, but I'm still releasing it. I mean, the guy's got balls. I gotta give him that, I guess. He did not give a fuck. And then he released the video. By the way, watching a video through a biased reaction stream is different from watching the actual video, so make sure you actually watch it in full. And I'd agree with that. I am very biased. I would consider John a friend, and I think PIEMAN's a bit of a spurg, but I think I have the smaller arms. By the way, screwdriver. I have the smaller arms. Yeah, a lucid stream is probably what he's referring to there. I think. I'm John's friend, but and I think PIEMAN's a bit of a spurg, but when this first went down, on the night this went down, you know, me and John had conversations about this situation, and I disagreed with him on a lot of stuff. So I think I can offer a pretty balanced opinion, maybe. But the first thing that I wanted to talk about, because I'm clearly ripped. This is, okay, I mean, for those of you that don't know, I have, like, really bad anxiety, so this is, like, hell for me, so thank you for making it that much worse. It's great. I have, like, really bad anxiety. So, what I wanted to talk about first is, there was something that I was thinking about a while ago, and I can't remember what it was in. I think because I was doing my Taylor Lorenz video, and I was thinking about how Taylor Lorenz approached the situation with Claudia Conway, and how we deal with children on the internet in general, right? Because you can't hold children to the same account as adults, right? It's not reasonable to do so in normal life. In normal life, you've got to understand that kids are gonna do stupid stuff. They're learning. They're growing up, right? They're bound to make mistakes, and as a result, you give them a bit of leeway. You know, you tell them off where it's necessary, or you make fun of them where it's necessary to build a bit of character, or just make them normal so they're not like social outcasts. But I think online it's a little bit different, because, and I can't remember who said this. It might have been Tommy C. It might not have. Don't quote me on that. But I think someone said, like, when it comes to social media and children who have large social media platforms, you kind of have to hold them to a sort of adult account in some situations, because if you don't, then they can run amok and you know, they can make serious allegations, right? And if they're false, then you have to hold them to the same standard to some extent as an adult. You have to criticize them in the same way that you would. And that kind of got me thinking, does PIEMAN want to be a commentator, right? If he wants to be a commentator, right? I get that he's 15, I think, right? I get that he's 15. I get that. But if he wants to be a commentator, then we have to hold him to the same standards, to the same accounts that we would hold every other commentator. BWC is calling me. I'm just gonna ask him, does he want to come on the stream? And if PIEMAN wants to be a commentator, then yeah, sure, hold him to the standards of an 18-year-old. Sure. BWC's joining. Hello. Hello. Let me check that they can hear you. They should be able to hear you. Speak.
Hello, Bill Baines.
Hello, BWC. How are you doing?
Long time viewer, first time caller.
I fucking hate it. That's why I don't have you. That's why I don't do callers. I hate that. I hate that so much. Very frustrating. What do you want to talk about? Is this literally why you've done it to play a prank on me? Have you? It's very funny.
I think everyone should go outside.
All right, I've ended that. We were talking this week about how I hate callers, and whenever we would have callers on John's streams, I would actually leave the call because I couldn't stand it. Like, oh, you come on, and then some of the callers they sit there, and you're like, so what do you want to talk about? And they're like, yeah, I didn't want to talk about anything. I just want to come on and say hi. So, you know. Anyway. So as I was saying, if PIEMAN wants to be a commentator, then hold him to the same account that we would hold other commentators, right? And we would presume these commentators are that they have to act in a certain way to gain a level of respect. It's not about age at that point. It's about having a certain level of respect within the community. So I've kind of been split between both of those. Because on the one hand, PIEMAN's a 15-year-old kid, and like he's bound to make mistakes and fuck up. And I for that reason, I want to give him a little bit of leeway. But on the other hand, he also wants to be a commentator, or he is a commentator. He's made videos. He's made the Soph video. So I think for that reason, you kind of have to hold him to a different standard. And then I was kind of thinking, it's like it depends on the scenario, right? It depends on the scenario. So I think as will be explained later, I think the 15-year-old thing, or the 12-year-old girl thing, the online, I don't know, sexual stuff. I think for that section, you can hold him to account for both things. And I think originally where me and John disagreed was probably over. I'm not saying that this is what John's point of view is, but I'm assuming, or I'm guessing, that for me it was probably PIEMAN's a 15-year-old. He's bound to make mistakes. He's just a stupid kid doing a stupid thing. Okay, like kids do that. Kids do stupid stuff. That's kind of where I think I was coming from, and I think John might have been coming from the kind of position where it's like PIEMAN wants to be a commentator. PIEMAN is a commentator, and as a result, we need to hold him to the same standard as we would other commentators. And I think that's what John was doing in some of his statements. But I think that's kind of where we disagreed. So I don't think it's that big. I'm not actually backstabbing John, obviously. That was just a clickbait title to get people in here. But yeah. And you'll call in later. Yeah, after we watch the video, I'm sure we can have a chat, maybe. Yeah, Bill's 18. I am 19. It was my birthday last week. So I'm 19 now. So, awesome. So, the first thing to talk about, I guess, would be to go all the way back to December. So, I don't remember what was here. We can have a look. Zog. I don't know what Zog said. I think this might have been Zog's tweet that's in the video. BWC tells me that I suck, and that I should do something that I can't say on stream, I don't think, but it's a 3-letter acronym. I think it's an acronym. Anyway, so this is, I just block him. I think he really wants on. I'll just go and join him again. What do you want? What do you want? You're derailing the stream. What do you want? What do you want?
Bill Baines. At
Okay.
8:01 a.m. Do you want on? Okay, I'll come on then.
Do you want on? You can join me if
I
you
tried
want.
going to sleep, but it didn't work. My body was like, nah, mate, you can stay up. I was like, okay.
Okay, cool. So I'm not sharing my screen. I can't bother to do that. So this tweet here, this is Jada's tweet here. I can't remember what she said. It was something along the lines of what I've already
I think
just said.
BWC's tweet in this whole situation was the best tweet, and kind of picked that up and kind of had a good video on this. So there's,
I remember saying Connor's video was good. Yeah. So my this I think Jada said
that's
here.
my 100% take.
She was like, this. I think she said something along the lines of, this is just like a stupid kid doing something stupid, right? I think it was something like that. And I said, yeah, I couldn't agree anymore. I don't think this is much of an issue. I think it's pretty strange, and I stand by that. I think, I don't know what was happening I don't really know the full story, but like, from the sounds of it, you know, it sounded like a shit fest, and it didn't sound a very comfortable thing to be involved in at all. And BWC, you've said that that girl probably has some issues or something that need to be sorted
More than
out.
likely does. Yes.
I think you should take some time off the internet. I stand by that as well. I think PIEMAN needed to take some time off the internet. Okay, look, here's the thing. I'm very anti-online relationships. I'll be honest. I know the me and Jada thing is a thing, but it's like a meme, right? I'm not actually courting, flirting. I don't know what the term would be, but sorry, just sipping a cup of English tea from my Kaiserreich mug. And I think PIEMAN needed to
that is just
take some time off
disgraceful.
the internet to. Okay, here's the thing, right? You can be on the internet, but I think it's also important to socialize. But I get COVID's a thing, and it's kind of difficult. So I don't know. Maybe that was a out of touch statement. Maybe I don't know. I just think
we literally don't have COVID over here.
I don't know where
We had
PIEMAN's
it for
from.
like a week. He's South Australia. They're the ones who went into lockdown because of the fucking pizza guy that turned out he didn't actually have it.
What is it with you and tangents? You're so bad. Anyway,
Oh, I'm just stating the point that we haven't had COVID as bad as other places.
we've had it bad. Anyway, so my kind of point where was like,
we went to lockdown for a week. That's about it. So.
from what I've heard, I think that multiple people were talking to this girl sexually, and I think PIEMAN was also one of these people. And oops, shit. From what I've heard,
Thank you,
you're actually being the Nick of this stream, and you're derailing it. Stop. You're actually being the Nick of this
and there's a
stream.
person with a stupidly obnoxious.
Okay,
fucking
Jesus. My
keyboard
point was, I don't think being in a I think it was a Discord server or Twitter group chat, I can't remember. But they were in a chat and like multiple people were acting sexually with this girl. I find that very peculiar. I find that very strange. No, I don't think there's any pedophilia there. I don't think that's even relevant to this story, I'm going to be honest. But I think it's peculiar. I think it's strange. I think it's probably a sign of a lack of social... I don't know, like... I know kids fuck up, and I know kids don't have very good social awareness sometimes, but for me that was like a bit too far. That was a bit too much of a lack of social awareness, maybe. So I thought that was a bit weird. And I think socializing with other people in the real world is a good thing to do that can help out. Anyway, but that's up to him, but that was just my advice. I think that he should have taken some time off. I'm not saying that he has to. I'm not saying that he should, have his platform removed or anything. I just think that he should have some time taken off. And again, we shouldn't be parenting him, and that's another issue that I had at the time was... I can't remember what else there was. I think there was some other stuff around the time. It might have been the... Who was the accuser of Ivory? It might have been the Ivory stuff, I can't remember. But it felt like very much like, we shouldn't be parenting kids on the internet. That shouldn't be how it is. It's kind of their parents' job to do. So, yeah. Anyway, so that was my original take. And this was quite funny. I thought this was a funny clip.
Have
so
you
play
ever
it.
spoken to a female? Like, this is a genuine, like, do you
Okay,
know?
I'm gonna be honest. I have not had. Wait, I'm gonna be honest. I've not had an actual conversation with a female outside of Twitter.
You can't hear the audio.
I'm being serious.
I can't hear the audio.
Yeah, the audio was PIEMAN saying that he hasn't talked to a real girl outside of Twitter, which is, I don't know, it's kind of funny. I thought that was funny. It's definitely not a proper criticism. I will now share my screen because I kind of need to. Can we full screen this, or is it going to cut off on the sides? Oh, we can full screen it. Great. Share your screen.
Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my main channel.
God, PIEMAN's great. I love PIEMAN. Can you see that?
Oh wow, look at that. I'm actually allowed to watch now.
I know, it's great. I'm good at this. I'm good at streaming. I'm very good. Great success. Alright. Can you see that? Can you hear it now?
Yes.
That is very loud.
One of the most respected commentary YouTubers right now is Swan, a channel which has blown up in popularity during the last year due to his highly edited documentary-style videos, as well as his regular interaction with other commentary channels. Despite his large channel size, John has not received much criticism during his time on YouTube. In the times he is criticised, the arguments presented are usually very poor and spouted by degenerates, who have done a number of things.
Literal
John likes to take a relaxed
retards.
approach,
Every single one of these.
making memes and other jokes about the criticism or personal.
I am in this video. I
opinions
watched it
displayed.
earlier. I'm
So
in
it
it.
may come as a surprise that there is one drama or
So am I.
criticism John doesn't like talking about. In fact, when it's mentioned, he gets angry.
No, fuck no. Go fuck yourself. Fuck off. Go fuck
Mask off,
This
guys.
time is different. John has lost long-time fans and admirers from this drama, and the vast majority of the community disagrees with him. Therefore, John views his best
John
bet as
Swan
trying
hits
to
the
hide
sound
his
barrier
evil
when he's
on the
angry.
occasion, gaslighting about
Squeaks
how he
more than
originally
you.
handled the situation, making up disgusting rumors out of thin air to discredit
Good in a
criticism,
battle,
and
Squeaky
doubling
Borbane
down
and Squeaky
all
John
of
Swan.
this multiple times. Today, I will reveal the side of John Swan we don't often see, the lying and manipulating side. John will finally go mask off.
It's gonna go mask off, guys. It's gonna go mask off.
Let me be clear, I'm no John Swan hater. In fact, I quite
Alright, PIEMAN goes on to say that he kicked some people out of his Discord and criticised some people who were doing dumb shit about John. So, fair enough.
posted pretty weird DMs between me and a girl who
Weird.
asked him not to leak it.
Why? Is
He
that a
ended up
knife?
posting the DM screenshot on a burner Twitter account, tagging practically everyone I know, and calling me the most disgusting things.
Yep, so this is obviously the start of the situation. I don't even know. Did we find out who this person was? I can't remember. I don't remember the situation very well. But these DMs are
wasn't it
between
that
PIEMAN and the
recent
12-year-old girl. She just turned 12 in August, by the way. While PIEMAN is not a pedo, he's into 15, nearly 16, I believe. My N-word freak. Yeah, I don't mind saying the N-word on your channel because, you know, your channel will get banned and not mine, so it's fine. And then obviously there were messages that were leaked that made PIEMAN look quite bad. We don't need to go over this again. I think I've made my view pretty clear, which is I don't think PIEMAN... I think it's pretty weird. I think it's pretty peculiar, as I said. I think... but that's more about me and online dating rather than the age gap, I think. I think the age gap is... I don't know, I just when I first saw this situation, I was just like, it's a stupid kid doing a stupid thing, you know? It's like, what's so strange about that? That's kind of how I saw it, I think. Do you see it any different, or is that how you saw it as well? 'Cause
I was like, this whole situation's stupid from the offset. I don't care.
I don't even know what the
It's like-
purpose of leaking these DMs are. But clearly, like you've said, that that 12-year-old girl has some issues. And, like, this
Yeah,
is
she
not a
does.
good position for her to be
Like,
in anyway.
at the time, no one actually reached out to see if she was okay because obviously something's happened.
Yeah, myself
Turns out she
included.
isn't.
Myself included, sure.
Yeah.
But again,
So, yeah, she got back to me and kind of
yeah, like
tried to talk me through it. So
regardless of like this is my personal opinion, and again, like we're not here to parent children on the internet. That's another thing that I want to make very clear is like we can't parent these kids. Like their parents need to be more proactive with what they're doing online. Like what are we supposed to do? And so my opinion is that whilst a 12-year-old girl shouldn't be sending messages of this nature, I think it's very strange. I think it's very peculiar. Not a lot I can do about it, really. You know, we're not here to parent these kids. You know, I don't really know what we're supposed to do. So, you know, this is coming from someone who is literally a kid. Like I'm 19 years old. I'm not a fucking.
okay, Bill Bates, you trying to get yourself?
I'm not
passed
like
off to jail so you
fucking-
can
I'm
commit
not
some
like fucking
capital crimes and get punished with
25, like, which is like a mature age. I'm still very immature, and I'm like, I don't know.
You literally collect Funko Pops.
Hey, my Funko Pop's bang. I haven't got any new ones. Have I got a new one? think I've got a new one. Hold on
You'll
one
have
sec.
some. You'll probably have some soon. Not gonna lie. Oh wow, he's actually gone to get the Funko Pops. For fuck's sake, ladies and gentlemen, this is what man-childs look like. This is what happens when you don't grow up. You collect little toys.
Okay, I think this one is new. I think I got this one like last month or something.
This motherfucker in his
I got the
fucking Funko Pop.
Iron Man one, okay, from the Avengers Assemble. I need to get 2 more of these big ones, right? What they do
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what no
is
pussy does to a
the
motherfucker.
is the base of them. You can't see it because it's like it reflects and shit. But the base of these 4, the big ones, there's 2 more in the back. I can't. There's 2 more in the back. The bases connect together and they make one big Funko Pop thing. It's very cool.
Look at him, he's so giddy over fucking Funko Pops.
I don't care. I don't care how much, bullying I get for that. I think they're very cool.
I think everyone should start trending the hashtag apologize Bill Baines.
Apologize Bill Baines for the Funko Pops. It's like that tweet where they were like, don't give money to people on Twitter. Some people just go and spend it on Funko Pops. That's me. Should we continue?
Most people who saw the original thread were small commentators and didn't have much of a reaction, apart from criticising Toxics for leaking a DM from someone else without permission. The larger community only caught on to the allegations via an A-star tweet. But
Big
that isn't the
A-star.
full story. Both John
Alright, let's quickly recap the A-star shit. I don't want to go into it too far. I like A-star. He's my friend. And he knows he fucked up and he's owned up to it. And I think he's done everything right after the fact. But he definitely fucked up. A-star saw these
He
messages.
was too happy about this.
I don't want to dog on him too much because I do like A-star, but there is criticism to be made, and I think I probably made it at the time, but I can't remember. A-star took these messages, joined Nick's stream while he was streaming, I think it was tier lists, and they were just talking about PIEMAN, and they just put him in S tier. And A-star barges in and he goes, PIEMAN's been sending these messages, guys. You need to take him out of S tier. He's been sending these messages. He's a proper weirdo. And look, A-star's he's done everything right after the fact, so I can't really shit on him too much. But he fucked up big time. That was a big fuck up. So yeah, and then he made some tweets about it as well. I believe there was a lot of debate at the time between whether or not John had said because I think A-star had at the very, very least alluded to PIEMAN being a future paedophile, or he had said it outright that he could become a future paedophile, and I think also Zog said it as well. Don't quote me on that. I'm trying to remember 2 months back now, 2 or 3 months back, but I think that was what was said at the time. Obviously, I don't know what Zog said. Maybe Zog's apologized. He's more than welcome. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned him because I don't have any updates. But I don't follow Zog. But A-star apologized profusely, talked to PIEMAN, and kind of he admitted what he did was wrong. And okay, well, we'll move on anyway.
Swan and A-star's Twitter accounts
Bill
were suspended in
Slammer
September
Baines.
2020 due to anonymous Gene and Chris Hansen. Both got their accounts back, but John got us back way earlier than A-star's. In fact, during the time he was suspended, A-star created another account which he still uses to this day. Twitter support, that was just a joke. Please don't ban A-star again.
Sure.
Anyway,
Why did you add all that context that I don't understand? Is that relevant later on in the video? It seems a bit useless.
A-star's
That's kind of
account
like, I
didn't
think that's maybe just like a parody of John Swan, I don't know. Putting
Many
useless
followers
shit
back
in
in
there
early
just to keep the video going.
Shut up. I told you to take an entire 20-minute tangent out of your video.
Yeah, so just shift the entire direction of the video.
And it banged, so...
I didn't just
And
change that
banged,
one, but I
so-
changed the entire rest of the video.
Bill Baines, best YouTube editor.
So many of his tweets didn't gain traction.
Hey, look, it's me.
Touch the fucking fire.
Look, it's that meme. What is it?
Literally, though.
It's that meme. You can screenshot that and post it on Twitter.
The meme tweet referencing the allegation, which by not including my age and using this specific format implies I'm over the age of consent, which I am not, had no eyes on it until John Swan, an account with over 22,000 followers at the time, replied to it and tweeted about it again and again. driving it into the forefront of the community's mind. Admittedly, he didn't quote tweet or retweet his tweets about it, but the sheer volume of tweets about it would more than make up for this. John Swan, more than any other person, obviously apart from Mr. Toxics, blew up this drama into the mess it became, becoming the hero leading the charge against me. It is very clear that without John, none of what transpired would have happened. John, whether he likes it or not, is an
Motherfucker just pull out a
influencer,
thesaurus
and
to
is a
pull
highly
words out of his
respected one at
ass.
that. After John tweeted at me, many of the same small commentators which thought the drama was stupid did a 180 and started calling me vile things, trying to keep up with whichever side was more popular, with their actual thoughts being irrelevant. Again, showing the idiocy of small commentators. One of the most
Why is this
disappointing
green
things
blood?
about this mess was people I'd considered friends.
It's a 720p video. He didn't upload it in
No, like-
1080p.
No, why did he just blur?
Oh, I don't know.
Why did he just blur and not put anything else on the screen? It's just blur.
Okay, he said in the chat that him and A-Star are good now, and that he put that in there because A-Star had almost no followers at the time. Hi man, I'm gonna mod that account real quick. Don't be an idiot. Because you were
It'll be
saying
funny if
that
it's
there
not
was
the
a
real
a
PIEMAN.
fake PIEMAN coming in earlier, or yesterday. I can't remember. So
I wonder if that is
Just
the
make
fake
sure.
PIEMAN.
if it is the fake PIEMAN, then I've been absolutely destroyed.
Just been destroyed by a mastermind of pies.
No, it wasn't the. It's chat saying the Poggers meme. No, it's the. Who's that actor from Wolf on Wall Street? It's that meme where he's like pointing at the. He's like, look at that, and everyone's like, it's a good meme. I don't know. Maybe my chat is brain dead. Let's carry on.
Turning their backs on me, while as I admit to this day and apologised for repeatedly.
What is that Zog tweet? You are on the fucking path to being one if you don't leave and get help. That's the one that that's the one that I saw about Zog.
Germany hater. Nice.
I don't know if there's any updates on that. I don't know. You should go and ask him, I guess.
Turning their backs on me, while as I admit to this day and apologised for repeatedly at the time of the drama, what I said was weird and very, very stupid. It was nothing more, and much of what commentators, big and small, said of me was tantamount to slander. You can look in the Wayback Machine or find screenshots of some of this, but the only valid tweets or comments I will show in this video are from people who have refused to apologise to me, or accept some wrongdoing. I completely forgive anyone involved who apologised, so there's no reason to bring up their past. The only exception is that one tweet from A-Star which implies me being a pedo and overage. This is to provide context for the previous and coming up discussion about John's tweets. A-Star and I have talked and worked this all out, so please do not call out A-Star for this. I don't have time to explain exactly how I'm not a P-word in this video, but I recommend videos by Crows of Judgment.
Alright, nope, that's it. Video's over. I'm not watching him. He can't justify him not being a pedo. That's it. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry, but if PIEMAN can't justify that he's not a pedo, then this is all over. You know? So, good stream, guys. Thank you for joining me. And I'm kidding. I'm kidding, aren't I?
Funk, who goes into great detail about it, in a clip from an Orgy stream.
Alright.
I'll show a few clips now.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Well,
the guy,
like,
the
technically,
kid is.
let's be real though. At some point in our life, everyone's a pedophile.
This is why you're not allowed on the live streams, BWC. This is why.
Well, the literal definition is just a person who's sexually attracted to children. What happens at the time you're a
Prepubescent
child
children.
and you're
right?
yeah, and then it becomes hebephile that's like the 14 to 15. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking random terms. Like people use pedophile for like 16, 17-year-olds. That's the incorrect term there because they're teenagers, not children. So like yeah, the word pedo gets thrown around a lot. but
BWC,
sometimes it just
BWC. This
doesn't
I don't think this is relevant. He's not a pedophile.
doesn't get used correct. I know. I'm just
Okay.
saying that everyone.
Let's just.
was at
Let's
one
just
point in
he's
their
not a
life.
pedophile. Let's just move on. Yeah. Holy shit.
I'll tell you all
Technically
a secret, right? And it's
speaking.
probably gonna get me fucking canceled. When I was 14.
What the fuck
but
kind of
wasn't
take
it
was
only-
that?
I think it was 12.
Was it
so
only a
like
few
4
years ago that
before.
you were a pedophile
But-
too?
Oh.
She
Okay.
then
Holy
turned
shit.
13, and then I was still 14, but then I turned 15. So that probably means I should be fucking canceled. These guys are
All right.
fucking stupid. as
I can't stand this guy. I'm sorry. I can't move forward. I'm not just. This guy is.
His moves just piss me off.
Guy is.
They're just
Not smart.
they're just
You
sitting
just
there,
talked
like,
about red
shut
kiwis or whatever.
books.
Be listen,
Fucking advice.
dude, I just exposed him, and he might be listening or whatever. You might be thinking like, well, okay, what's wrong with that? He's talking on 12-year-old. You just talked about red kiwis or whatever. No. Here's the one minor little detail that changes the whole story.
Yeah, that Aiden brings up in the clip.
PIEMAN is a retarded 15-year-old.
Okay, I'm not a retarded or autistic, but I get the point.
I don't know who started that, but
I don't know
everyone
who
ran
started
with
that either, but there was a for the first couple.
Someone was like, "Oh yeah, he's got autism." Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, for the first few hours, there was that running. The running line was he has autism, so that's a contributory
This is what happens
factor.
when you don't have journalists working to verify the facts. This is what happens. This is the future.
Nah,
You
fuck
get shit
journalists.
like
Fuck
this.
journalists. I hate journalists. All my homies hate journalists.
Oh dear.
Anyway, what the fuck kind of take was that? Yeah, I know PwC is on some crack. Okay.
You read the same chat twice. God damn it, Bill Baines, you were fucking on.
I'd have like
On some
short-term
heavy
memory
shit.
loss. I swear.
All right.
This is what happens
And
when
I'm
you buy
saying that
Funko Pops. You
seriously.
lose your brain.
He doesn't have any friends. There's DMs where he's like, I've never talked to girls before. Twitter is the only time I get to talk to girls or whatever. So he sends a cringy DM to a 12-year-old while he's 15. 3-year age gap.
But
They're
he
both
doesn't know
minors.
he's 12 at the time.
They're both minors.
Okay.
Well, the DM was
I mean,
like,
it's 15 and 12.
the DM was
but
basically
his daughter
saying
was
stuff like,
15
"Oh, I just found out you're 12, and I kind of feel like a pedo or something like that," and stuff. It's a sketchy DM. I'm not gonna lie. The DM is sketchy. The DM is questionable. That being said, we're talking about 2 minors here. Everyone around this kid or whatever, this kid is fucked up socially. All right. Everyone around him immediately turns on him. Everyone calls him a pedo or says he's gonna grow up to be a pedo,
Fucking
even though he's like a
Harry,
fucking
you're
kid who
fucked
sent a cringy DM to another kid. This story is this is a nothing burger,
dear.
guys. I'm sorry, but there's nothing to this.
It's just
2
a banger
kids,
tune.
All right. I don't give a fuck. Who
Feel like I'm in
cares?
the Matrix
Who
or some
cares?
shit.
Who cares? I don't care. Sorry, don't care.
anything or been neutral.
Dude, I quoted that kid's show. I support him.
lighthearted.
I am unironically a PIEMAN fan. All right, I like PIEMAN. I don't give a fuck what he did. I could care less. That's
Yeah, I liked PIEMAN. I don't like PIEMAN Twitter. I do like the PIEMAN Soap video. I thought that was a good video. I think I sent him a DM when he released the video. I was like, that's a good video. I like that. Good job. I don't like his Twitter account though. He's very dumb on Twitter.
my. Maybe that's a nuclear stance. I don't care.
Let me start by clarifying that the girl involved in this is a hormonal minor in a kind of similar age group, just the same.
Oh, this is the video that you were talking about.
Connor.
Also, what is this? Hi man,
What
would
the
you like some
fucking-
help with your with your
I hate this style. I hate this so much. I don't know why everyone's decided to start copying it. It's so fucking shit.
I thought my one for the Taylor Lorenz video was quite good. I changed all the fonts and stuff. I thought it
Yeah,
was
the
quite-
Taylor Lorenz video that still hasn't fucking come out yet.
I might release that in parts to give me motivation to finish it because I've got no motivation at the moment. Yeah, but this is all fucky. I don't know what you've done here, but this
Didn't
is
Connor
not
get
right.
like 100,000 views on like a shitty ass gameplay where it like shows him going through his settings on OBS or something?
Did he? I don't know.
I
don't
pointed
know.
that out and it's like, oh shit, yeah.
It's funny.
I was
That's
like,
PIEMAN.
motherfucker.
Why are we holding a 15
So the audio's all fucked.
accountable
That's not me.
for their flirtatious conversations with another
He literally
minor?
records for his
A
phone.
15-year-old is not smart enough to know
Just
what
him sitting there.
they're saying
guys,
and
talking to
know
my
the
phone."
implications behind what they're saying and really grasp, the concept of sexuality at 15.
All right. To some extent, yes and no. I don't think it's that cut and dry. I think people mature at different rates, And there's
Yeah, what's it called? It's usually the girls that mature more than the boys, so that's just like biology, motherfuckers.
right. I get the sentiment that where Connor's coming from. He's basically trying to say, well, I'm not going to put words in his mouth, but I'm presuming he's trying to say what
Let's say
PIEMAN
15-year-old you was not the same as 18-year-old you.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's be real.
For sure. I think what he was referring to there probably is the PIEMAN DM where he's like, I'm attracted to 12-year-olds or whatever, which he since recalled and said that he doesn't agree with it and that it was out of line and that it was
He didn't say I don't. Didn't he?
That he
didn't say
didn't
he was
mean
attracted
it-
to you. He said it turned him on.
it turned him on, right? Yeah, same thing I guess. But it was like he was turned on by the age gap or whatever. He since I think he said it says in the video, but he since says like that isn't true. It was something that he said which was a mistake. you know, I don't know how else.
It was freaky roleplay and it fucked up.
It's just
Gotta
this is
up
such
the
a weird
roleplay
thing
game,
to
dude.
talk about because like he's a kid, he's a child.
Technically, this is stuff they start to talk about in like high school though, with fucking health education.
Yeah.
You remember in school when you got to put the fucking condom on the banana?
But anyway, I think what Connor's trying to say. You're such a derailer. You're such a fucking derailer. You're so bad.
Did you not do that?
Yes,
you
we
not
did do that,
in
but
school?
it's
That's
literally not
fucking
relevant to the
brilliant.
conversation at all. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's when you you know.
You're literally the nick
School's
of this stream.
valid.
Okay, anyway, what Connor's trying to say, I think, is
The nick of the
that
stream, yeah,
PIEMAN
like,
cannot
a fifth of the
understand
size.
what it means, or PIEMAN doesn't really know what he's saying if he says he's attracted by the age difference. He doesn't really know what he's saying.
He doesn't know the implications, the social implications.
It's like listening to a 15-year-old talk about politics or something. It's like, I don't know what they're talking about. They don't really have most 15-year-olds don't have a grasp on.
I was
on
told
world
this by my
politics.
teacher who has to abide by the curriculum.
Yeah, sure.
But the curriculum is utter dog shit, so I'm talking out my arse.
I hate universities.
Wow. Apparently they don't teach you how to put a condom on a banana in the US.
Oh, we did that in the UK. Yeah, we did a condom on the banana. Yeah, great.
And then everyone just uses the condom to make big balloons and just fucking runs around school with it.
There was a condom. Okay, we're gonna get derailed by condoms now. Holy shit! Let's move on.
Years old. Now you might be like, oh well, the age difference. You know, it's. He said he's turned on by that. That's so.
Oh, there you go.
He's
That's
a
what Connor was
creep,
talking about.
He's
Yeah.
a weirdo. Maybe he doesn't even know what that
Oh,
really
that
means.
BWC knows the
he's
story a lot more than Bill
15.
Baines.
You can't hold him accountable for that. You can't say that. You know, he
That is
understands
still
what
shit.
it means.
I hate it so much.
To say that, and then also say, you know, he's too young to date someone who's 20 years old because he's not mature enough yet. You can't have both, especially if what he's saying is true. Where you know, once he learned their age, he kind of backed off. This could definitely be, you know, like a learning experience for the guy.
Right. Okay. That's what I mentioned earlier. Connor says that you can't have both. You can't expect him to be held to the same standards as an adult because he's not an adult. He's a child, and at the same time, but at the same time, you can't also either he has the maturity of a child, and as a result, you can't hold him to the same standards as an adult, or he has the maturity of an adult and you can, but he's not. Like, he's a child, right? Is that what he's saying? Hold on, let me rewatch it. I did think about this before when I watched it before.
Especially if what he's saying is true, where, you know, once he learned their age, he kind of backed off. This could definitely be, you know, like a learning experience for the guy. It's definitely not, you know, something easy, but it's not something he should be canceled over.
It's also worth
Did I miss it? Did I go forward? And
There it is,
backwards?
BWC tweet.
BWC
Brilliant
tweet. I can't remember what I had thought about this already. I can't remember.
Fuck, I miss my Twitter account, but it's so good not having one.
Yeah, I bet it is.
It's like an addiction just taken away, and you're just so much more productive.
I can't remember what I was going to say about this, but
Nice.
Instead of
nice
it-
one,
okay,
PIEMAN.
okay.
You spelt different wrong. Lol. Get pranked. Editing mistakes 101. Oh no, he didn't check us.
Defeat down here. Wow,
Defeat.
epic. So I think a lot of people looked at this from an age perspective, right? Where like an age and maturity perspective. But I feel like that's kind of irrelevant because I don't think the people who were criticizing him were criticizing him because of his age or because of his maturity. I think they were criticizing him because he's a commentator. That's why. If I had to guess. I think you can make fun of him.
I think some of the criticism was that there was some adults involved in this like discussion with this child, and none of them really said, "Well, you
Was
said
there?
their maturity."
What adults?
Yeah, like in the group chat area.
Really?
Apparently so.
That's concerning.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big things that was like that we were bringing up was like, well, there's some adults involved in this. as well.
Raintism was in that group chat. Apparently,
Yeah,
according to PIEMAN.
they may not
it says
have.
PIEMAN
They
in
may
the
not
chat.
have been. Yeah, they weren't like participating in it, but they didn't do anything to like say,
Right.
"Hey,
Okay.
this is not good. Stop doing that," or even like checking up on the girl.
Yeah, but like it's not like as I said earlier, it's not our job to parent people. This is the thing. I can
But still, it kind of still your responsibility as an older person to be like, hey, you need to remove this person from the situation.
You can't do that for every person though in every situation.
I mean, if
you wouldn't have a
if
life
it's
if you
involved,
did that.
if it's
like,
involved in your little circle, then you should really do something. If it's like just in the street, maybe not. If there's a parent about. I mean, if you see it,
all right. This is
fuck's
such
sake,
bad
of course.
optics. This is such bad optics.
But like, no, if you like, if it's hard because when everyone was like fucking chasing PIEMAN around to see if he was alright, I was like, okay, I'll contact this girl to see if she's alright, because it doesn't seem anyone's doing that, because a lot of people were slagging her off in the little drama time Discord server they saw. I'm like, okay, let's see what's going on here. Found out, I'm like, oh, this explains a lot. Could have stumped the drama in its tail right away, but you know, oh well.
What, that she has some issues?
Yes. That, hey, stop having go at everyone and just, you know, focus on, like, you know, helping people that are actually kind of, you know, in a bit of a bother. Instead of going, oh, you're stupid, you got off the internet.
I haven't thought about this enough, maybe, but I think, I don't know, it's very difficult debate, because, like, on the one hand, like, I wanna help young people in our community, just because it's like a social responsibility to do so, right? Like, it's a social responsibility to look out for people who are being, I don't know, abused or used or whatever. Like, to a certain extent, I think that that's true.
There's a difference between
I don't know, it's
policing what
difficult.
they do and if there's issues happening.
I just wish parents were more aware of what some young people are doing on. I don't really
Sometimes
know what the
parents are just-
solution is here, because, like, we're not here to parent people, you know? So what do we do?
I don't think offering advice is technically parenting. It's more parenting, would say, is like, you know, picking them up, restricting them, giving them, you know, discipline for stuff, and then that makes them learn the lessons. Whereas giving them advice just, like, you know, says, hey, this might not be good. Optically, it's bad. Don't do it.
Okay, yeah. So, like, and I think that is done. I think that is done, but I don't think it's done in a very nice way, and I don't have a...
You have to do this.
Yeah, and it's done, but it's not done. It's called bullying, right? And I have, to a certain extent, I have no issues with bullying. I'll be completely honest. I think for certain people, they like
ethical bullying is
for certain people deserve it, and that it helps them become a normal person.
Some people just don't get it. Like, some people just need that bit of, you know, like, you need to change, otherwise you're gonna be fucking shit.
I think, yeah. So maybe that's how it kind of works, because I do see that it's like, yeah, it's not parenting, it's bullying. Bullying is a form of parenting, you know. Yeah, I don't know.
You can't bully everyone, and then sometimes you just can't be soft to everyone. Some people need a bit of you know, kick in their ass to get straight.
Anyway, let's move on.
Noting that a lot of the commentary community thought the drama was overblown, and I wasn't as bad as many said. John Swan was one of the only large commentators who thought I was a horrible person and that the drama is important. In fact, as I am making this video, John is one of the only horrible person and that the drama is important.
I don't think he ever said that PIEMAN's a horrible person, but I mean, if PIEMAN's gonna show the receipts, then fine. I don't think he ever said that, though. So.
In fact, as I am making this video, John is one of the only commentators who still believes I'm a danger to this community and should get off the internet. John is alone in this drama, so that's why he prefers it if no one pays attention. Nowadays, John likes to gaslight about what he said at the time. He said he'd never said I was a P word or implied it.
So I told him to not be on the internet, basically, and that's what they're criticizing me for, because I told him not to be on the internet, because he's not. I don't think
the topic of bullying.
I think he needs to readjust.
And the difference between IRL and online. I think the whole definition of cyberbullying has completely changed because of how online we are now. Remember, like, back when, well, you probably won't because you're too young, but like back when
only a couple years older than me, don't fucking big yourself up.
Yeah, but the internet just like went like that, didn't it? Like, you could be 2 years younger and it could be completely different. But in school, like when cyberbullying was happening, the difference was like kids would share things around school and then like you'd be bullied IRL. But this is completely different because it's technically not IRL related; it's online related.
You can just block people.
So it's kind of
it's pretty much over.
yeah. You can
Not the
literally
same.
there's literally tools in place to just stop it instantly. I don't know. If you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen. That's what these platforms offer
Show
the
me
ability
your
to do.
boobs. Shame them for being horny.
I think
Wow.
bullying online gets bad when it reaches the like IRL stuff, like when it gets into the real world and starts affecting you in the real world. But like, as what's his face said, Tyler the creator, just fucking turn that shit off.
Yeah, it's but the difference for PIEMAN, I think, is like this is his like I think he's admitted to this, like this is his whole world, right? It's not a good thing,
I mean,
PIEMAN. It's not a good thing. You probably want to fix that.
If you set yourself to one thing, you're gonna fail. You need to have like multiple options.
Jessica, sorry, I'm not very good at streaming, I'll be honest. Second.
Best tweet of all time.
Jessica with $20. Here's a little money for always helping with my Twitter beefs, lol. Yeah, Jessica's not very good.
Damn, she
at,
just doubled your donation. She's doubled your donation goal.
I reset it today so that it could say, donate, say that John
$0.
Swan will do something incriminating, but it's a white text on a white background at the moment, so it doesn't work very well. Yeah, Jessica's not very good at writing her tweets out. She's,
Remember when we all dunked on her that one time? Because she wrote it so poorly.
It was very poorly written, yes. Anyway, gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation in which a person or a group covertly sowed seeds of doubt in a targeted individual or group, making them question their own memory, perception, or judgment. Okay, gaslighting is not the same as disagreeing with someone. It's just not the same thing. I don't really know what, oh wait, that's,
Gaslighting is a form of abuse. People use it as like some sort of, oh, it's a little gimme. It's abuse.
Gaslighting is like a serious thing. Look, this is a real,
it's like a crime over here to do that.
Hi man, if you're
Like, if
still
you do that
watching
in a relationship, you will be emotionally abused and then you can go to fucking jail.
yeah, hi man, if you're still watching, this is trivializing like abuse. This isn't like, this is not the appropriate use of the word gaslighting. Do I really care? Well, you're accusing someone of doing it, so I do care. In this specific example, I can sometimes not mind trivializing words in general. Like, I don't know, saying Oggy's quote, like, it's all rape now. Like, that's trivializing rape to a certain extent, I think. But I don't have an issue with it, because you're not accusing anyone of it. It's a bit different. It's based on context. But you're accusing John of doing something which is a form of psychological abuse. This is something that abusers do to their victims in order to make them completely bewildered and not understand what's going on. And for you to use this word against John, I think is completely, it's out of line, frankly. So I wouldn't have said that.
It's what a lot of professional victims use as a buzzword.
It's the Quarterings quote. I thought it was like, it's holy shit. Yeah. I think I've made the point pretty clear, but it's abusers' way of like justifying to their victims their heinous actions. So yeah, that was a not a good thing to do. But you said that now that I know the actual definition, it was wrong to use it. Yeah, gaslighting was the wrong word. I only knew its more relaxed definition. That's fair enough. I kind of understand that to a certain extent. For example, when I'm talking on Twitter, I've sometimes used the word like slander, for example. I think I used the word slander, and I was using it colloquially and not legally. So, Oggy has taken
you
quote
slander
over.
for libel cases, you donkey. God damn it, Bill Baines.
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer. I was
Although
just
if
using it
an
colloquially.
Australian person uses libel, they're also wrong because actually there's no libel law over here. It's written defamation or verbal defamation, spoken defamation. If you went to a court and say, this person libeled me, you get kicked out and said, go fucking read your law, you retard. Literally, that's what happens. If you go to the court with the wrong definition, they'll just laugh at you and make you leave. Yeah, that's how
It's a good thing that I'm not going to court then. anytime soon, at least.
So don't let Bill Baines represent you, ladies and gentlemen. He will get your case dismissed instantly.
I know what you
You will
mean.
lose
I'm a
money.
good lawyer. You should hire me, all of you. Alright, let's continue. But yeah, that's not the right term to use here. That's all.
It's like not. He needed to do it. I mean, that's fine. If you need to readjust, that's fine.
This is false. John may not have specifically said, at the PIEMAN, you are a pedo, but he heavily implied it again and again.
You said you were turned on by the age gap, kindly deactivate and leave the
For
community.
example, when John replied to the A-star tweet which implied I was a pedo and overage, John just posted a picture of the leaked DM.
Just turned
Fucking
12.
A-star.
I feel like a pedo, but at the same time, for some reason, I'm turned on a bit more.
Highlighting the most controversial bit. John didn't mention I was 15 or add any other context to the situation. You might argue that he just found that part weird and wanted to call it out. But then, don't do it this way. You don't introduce a serious situation to 22k followers through memes. Well, maybe he didn't think it was a serious situation. Of course he did. He tweeted that I'm no longer welcome in the community and that I need to leave the internet forever.
You said you were turned on by the age gap, kindly deactivate and leave the community. That was quite a few things to take in. Oh look, it's liked by BWC.
Fucking hilarious. Just at the time, it was just so blunt. I was like, fucking hell.
I don't know who decided John Swan should decide who's allowed in the community, but nevertheless, John thought I was...
I can't speak for John, so I don't really know what I can say here. I don't want to speak for him. I don't want to speak out of turn. So... But if I don't want to speak for him. So
terrible
I won't say
person and a
anything.
danger to others. How else can you interpret all that?
How else can you interpret all that?
I don't know who decided John Swan should decide who's allowed in the community, but nevertheless, John thought I was a terrible person and a danger to others. How else can you interpret all that?
Again, I can't speak for John. This is the difficult thing. And until John says something, there's not a lot I can do. I don't want to speak for him. You know, in case I'd say something that he doesn't believe. So I don't really know what I can do.
What's in the fucking air and water? It's like pedos are popping up everywhere.
See?
I mean,
See, guys, look at that.
Happens. This is what happens when you put something to the public Twitterverse. They're all retarded. They will say whatever the fuck they want.
I hate Twitter so much. It's a terrible website.
Bless, John thought I was
Literally
a terrible
anyone
person
does
and a
something
danger to others. How else can you interpret all that?
I mean, how else can you interpret all that? I mean, you can interpret it as John might think that you're weird, and he probably thinks that you should leave the internet or leave the community because it's weird.
Or just Twitter people are retarded and they don't know how to, look into things without making an opinion instantly. They don't actually, investigate for themselves. You literally have to hand feed them information, otherwise they'll be, I'm retarded. Sorry, I've been using the word that got me banned from Twitter very verbally on your stream, I'm sorry.
All I said was take a break to readjust. How can you control that? Step 1 is to remove yourself from the internet and ensure that you will not feel guilty to the same urges again. Remember, you are being turned on by a literal child. Step 2 is to get some kind of therapy or help. Okay, that's a bad tweet. Holy shit. Step 2 is to get some kind of therapy or help because this can't go on, dude.
His first tweet was funny. This just kind of like, why are you trying to,
Alright.
It's just weird.
Annoying thing is, there's no context to that, which is very... I don't know whether this was before or after PIEMAN had said or retracted his statement saying that he doesn't believe what he said. He didn't mean what he said, and it was just a slip of the tongue. It was something that he didn't mean to say. It was something that he doesn't believe in.
I'm pretty sure I woke up to this and I saw a fuckload of tweets. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
So I can't recall exactly.
AIDS.
That's not a good tweet. I definitely disagree with that. Step 1 is to remove yourself from the internet. I think that was a good thing to do. I think removing yourself from the internet is a good thing to do. Not because I think that it will help you from falling guilty to the same urges again. You can do the same thing IRL.
Yeah, I don't see how that.
It doesn't make much of a difference. Maybe you don't have access to children IRL. Obviously, this is again looking at it from the situation back on the 5th of December.
Speaking.
But also, my point was more leaving the internet to gain a bit of social skills, you know, and kind of realize that what you were doing is kind of weird. It's kind of weird, like, you know, like.
Remember, Bill Baines, you're being turned on by a literal child.
And then remember, you are being turned on by a literal child. That's insinuating, at the very least, that you're a paedophile. I'm sorry. I think that is. I think that is. And you know, John's my friend. And
That's straight. That is blatant.
And I've stood with John on a lot of stuff, but I can't stand by that. I think that's what it's insinuating. I don't know how else you can look at that.
That without context of his age, that's sus. Like if you said that about a 25-year-old, you'd be like,
Again, I can't see the context to that. So if that's before PIEMAN said that if this is before PIEMAN retracted his statement about being turned on by the age gap, then I can somewhat understand it a little bit more. If it's after, I can't really understand it at all, unless John believes that PIEMAN is lying and that he is actually turned on by the age gap. But I don't know that for sure. I can't read his mind, and John hasn't said anything about this yet, so kind of stuck. A little bit, but I don't think that was a good thing to say. It was definitely insinuating at the very least. You know, that does feel like the I'm Alex thing, where it's like, I didn't call Slazo a rapist.
It is heavily implied, and it does not the same thing.
Yeah.
Fucking I'm Alex, what a moron. I can't believe everyone took him seriously for a bit.
This isn't something that I would, you know, like. Step 2 is to get some kind of therapy or help, because this can't go on, dude. I don't know. I saw it as a kid being stupid.
I think man just needs to go outside and touch some grass.
He's touched some grass. Step 2 is to get some kind of,
to your local park and then try and mingle with people. Yeah, hey, find people your own age. Hey, I'm your age. Let's talk.
And on step 2, I think I disagree with John because
this is why school is important.
I think I disagree with John because I don't know PIEMAN. I don't know who he is. It's just some kid on Twitter who I see sometimes. And he has a YouTube channel and he made a video that I saw and I thought was pretty good. So it's like, I don't know anything about PIEMAN. I don't know whether you need therapy.
I don't think you need therapy for being retarded.
I just think you need a bit of social skills and a bit of social perspective.
Yeah, you literally just need to go outside.
Go outside and touch some grass. Exactly, yeah. Touch some grass.
You join a football club or a sporting club or just something, you know, socialize. Be around people your own age.
I retracted it as soon as it was leaked. So then I would presume, be afterwards. But I can't say that for sure. Leave it at that, I guess. There you go.
As well as on stream telling me I have to end my podcast and leave the internet. Perhaps like others who told me to take a break, he was concerned with me and my mental health.
Just because...
Okay,
just because I hate being productive.
Perhaps like others who told me...
That tweet's very funny. Nick was like, no, I won't be commenting on a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old having sexual conversations. And then 10 minutes later, he made that tweet.
Okay, just because I hate being productive and love to waste some time, fuck it. To the PIEMAN. You're young, log off, make some friends, go play football. I literally just said to do that. Sitting on Discord all day screws you up. Go learn how to talk to girls the way everyone else does.
That was literally like 10 minutes after he was like, no, I won't be commenting on that situation because that's like, I don't know, it was like, I don't know, he thought it was like unreasonable or something. I thought that was
This
quite
motherfucker
funny.
says football, but he's talking about fucking stupid
soccer.
Piece of shit sport.
You gotta play some soccer.
Me to take a break, he was concerned with me and my mental health.
I went to watch
John
the game
doesn't give a
on
damn about my mental health, and I'll get into this later. If he wanted me to take a break, he would have said so instead of suggesting that I can never come
Once they change, sure, this is serious, dude. You can't walk away from it.
back. How can you interpret this?
What's the context of that?
I don't know. There's no context to any of these. Which is kind of
You
difficult.
can't just be like, screenshot on screen. You gotta actually go through every single tweet, otherwise it just doesn't make sense. Also, this is how this links to this.
Anyway.
Anything but implying I'm a pedo. Be honest. All my screenshots are from the Wayback Machine. So what happened to John's tweets? Well, the very next day, after an incident which I'll get into later, which made it much more difficult for John to publicly
Alright, here we go. It's gonna get spicy.
He deleted all his tweets. That's right. Soon after, it became in John's interest to hide his tweets.
You flag down my Twitter. Can't flag me if I have no tweets. Hello.
Alright. This did exist. Someone did say this. I searched for it. It did exist. Someone did say they're gonna flag John's tweets.
He said,
I'm gonna be real. I like John. I like John. He's a friend. I get it. I think he used that as a reason to delete all his tweets so that he wouldn't have to deal with this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. At the time, I looked for various things through the Twitter, like the Twitter search, advanced search function. If you don't know how to use it, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, there was only one tweet. I could only find one tweet.
Well, yeah, that's fine. That's the one he was using. So he's not lying here. Someone did do that.
Somebody did say it.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think
not
there's
lying.
spam replies. Though.
But I don't know if he's. I don't know. I don't know if John's the type of person who would do that. I don't know. Weird. Again, it's like I think that was just an excuse to delete all of his tweets so that he wouldn't have to deal with this situation, regardless of whether he thought he fucked up or not. Like public opinion had changed by this point, I think, and A-Star had got a lot of shit, and it's just easier not to deal with it. I think. Sorry, John. I think that's what I think.
Suspicious timing as well.
That's what I think.
It just happened. We're just like, yeah, okay.
See, I can offer a balanced take on this situation because I think John fucked up in a few things, and I think PIEMAN's a fucking retard. So it's a balance. They're both idiots. I got them both.
We were talking about this at the time it was happening.
Yes, we were, and I was like, this is gonna come back to bite him, and it's not a good thing. And it's like I like John. But we disagree on the situation clearly. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. I disagree with a lot of people on a lot of things. I think me and you probably disagree pretty politically, right?
It's a traditional alt-right personality.
Yeah, literally. I'm big alt-righter. I am. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
Opportunity to without looking guilty. Apparently, someone had threatened to mass flag John's tweets.
This is real. This is real. Someone did say it.
To delete them all. This may seem suspicious, but
I don't think they spammed his reply.
Because
that's
I
one
believe
thing I
it
find
was
issue
morally
with.
wrong to accuse someone of faking
Well, I could only find one tweet at the time, but there might have been more.
Yeah.
I don't know. There might have been more.
such a terrible
I mean,
thing.
the implication of spam means it was like more than 2. It would have been like what 10. That's what I'd say spam.
Maybe it got caught by like the Twitter bot or something, like the Twitter AI or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah.
Escape criticism without any proof. A month after not talking about the drama, a tweet and video mentioning it made John feel like he had to address it. So he did, in the worst way possible. John was clearly angry from this being brought up.
Just fuck off. You are all dumb.
Okay, I don't think John was angry about this being brought up. I think you're misrepresenting what's going on here. And I don't know whether you're doing it intentionally or not, but I think you're misrepresenting it.
No one, absolutely no one. Anyone says anything to John Swan, shut the fuck up, you're so dumb. Literally, every conversation we have with him, at some point, he says we're dumb. So, I don't think this is any exception to the point of him just being annoyed just at you in general. Just saying. You can have the most mellow take, and he'll say, "Shut up, you're so dumb."
But I don't think that's. I think to the best
Bill
of my
Baines,
knowledge.
shut up, you're so dumb.
I think to the best of my knowledge.
Shut up, Bill Baines, you're dumb.
He does do that on the streams when I go on tangents. To be fair, but anyway.
God, you're having such shit takes lately, Bill Baines.
Fuck off. That's not funny. That's not funny. That was on the. That's not funny. Fuck. What was I gonna say? You've derailed me. You fucking derailed
John
me.
was clearly angry from this being...
No, I think you've misrepresented this, PIEMAN, because if I remember correctly, I could go back and prove this, but I can't bother. And I don't know whether these streams are still up. But if I remember correctly, a group of people had been coming into John's streams, like over and over again, or like they've been spamming his streams, like saying apologize to PIEMAN, apologize to PIEMAN, apologize to PIEMAN. Sorry, but, like, if John doesn't think he's done anything wrong, which he doesn't, and people come into his streams over and over again spamming him, he's gonna be pissed off that they keep fucking spamming him. That's not unreasonable. Whereas you've represented it as...
Not talking about the drama, a tweet and video mentioning it made John feel like he had to address it. So he did. In the worst way possible.
Point here is that he wouldn't shut up about this drama, would he, though?
Fuck
Let's be
off.
real. We kept talking about this. He just wouldn't shut up about, like, stop talking about it.
All dumb.
Oh,
He had a
man.
very dismissive tone to the whole thing.
It's in the past. And...
You represented it as he was mad that it was getting brought up. Like, at all. No, he was mad because people were spamming his fucking stream about it. And he was like, I don't want to deal with this, but whatever.
I don't really care.
Like it was a
Also
big
needs to
joke.
unironically go outside and lose weight.
It's getting wider. He's like Nicholas Diorio. He's getting wider. John Swan's getting wider.
Rapidix.
Troubling
Everyone.
due to what I'll discuss soon, and doubled down hard. A long time after the community had accepted the truth, and those who did wrong had apologized, he, while gaslighting that he never insinuated I was one of the worst things imaginable, claimed that what was true was bad enough for me to be kicked out of the community, and that he acted perfectly during the entire situation, doing nothing wrong. Remind you of anyone?
No.
That was like a word salad. I'm sorry. I did not understand any of that.
Motherfucker uses a bunch of words.
That was fucking word salad. I did not understand that. A lot of people are disagreeing with me, and look, I don't think John deleting his tweets did anything wrong. I deleted tweets before and used like a bullshit excuse because I've said something dumb like the day before or the week before, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna delete all my tweets. I've done that. I don't think there's an issue with it.
The worst.
I make some dog shit tweets, some dumb takes. To be clear, I'm not comparing what I'm Alex did to John Swan. I'm comparing their responses, which were similar in style and substance. Okay, well, let's see this.
Claimed that what was true was bad enough for me to be kicked out of the community, and that he acted perfectly during the entire situation, doing nothing wrong. Remind you of anyone?
No.
He still goes on to say,
I never accused Michael of doing anything.
That was not good. Like from someone that's like I don't know. PIEMAN should not be here.
But at the same time, the stuff that Michael admitted to is stuff that makes me not want to be friends with somebody who is capable of doing those things, even the things he admitted to. I really hope he gets help, because nobody should just carry on doing what he did, and he should try and improve himself.
the way I see it, he's just a dumb kid who can't handle the influence he has. And so he goes...
Alright, bad section. I've seen this already. Yeah, I don't like this section. I don't know. I get you're comparing their responses. It was quite clever editing. But I don't think it's a good section.
You guys have lost your privilege.
Has ever done.
Of the narratives.
This brings me to by far the worst thing John has ever done. Accuse me of suicide baiting.
And I'm just...
Fuck, I don't want to talk about that. I don't know. You want to talk about that? I don't really want to talk about that. It's a difficult thing to talk about.
It's a hard topic to speak about. Yeah. I don't know. It's very hard to prove, and it's also like very hard to talk about without fucking blowing the cauldron off.
John's as welcome to his opinion about PIEMAN as I am about him deleting his tweets. You know, I think maybe.
Yeah.
I can't prove that that's what John's intent was. I can't prove it, obviously. As same as he can't really prove that PIEMAN's intent was to lie, you know? It's like, I have to give him a bit of leeway, kind of, but we'll see, I guess.
It came out later. Okay,
Comment cop.
Comment cop. John Swan lied about being DMCA'd. Changed my mind. What, DMCA'd? About...
Comment cop knows. Flagged.
Comment cop. I saw your tweet about that, bro. I saw your tweet about that. What is that? Can that still be found? Let me see if I can try and find it quick. Let me see if I can try and find it.
I can't access. I'm pretty sure I sent comment cop some DM, like some screenshots. From the tweets.
Let me see if I can find the tweet. It was quite funny. Oh, I can't remember what the words were in it. Oh, it wasn't a word, was it? It was a picture. You sent a picture. It was a meme. It was a very commonly used meme. I find it.
I think my meme was funny as well, but we can't show that because it.
Comment cop was basically like, yeah, that's bullshit. X'd out. There it is. Found it.
Yeah, X'd out.
Found it. Here it is. John Swan says, this is the tweet where he's like, I got flagged. Or sorry, someone spam my replies threatening to flag me or whatever. Or report my tweets. Comment cop went, X'd it out. Oh, you got, yeah, I don't know. I guess me and Comic Cop are on the same wavelength then, huh? Funny. Funny. Let's move on, anyway.
Those weren't genuine. That wasn't a genuine thing. he like literally like turned around and said he's fine. So he tried to weaponize a suicide attempt to try and make us feel bad about him saying he was being attracted to a 12-year-old. And I can't condone that. I can't say that's fine, that's cool, that's good. Like that makes it even worse. But from my perspective, it's like you were literally trying to make people feel bad for you because of things that you brought upon yourself. Like you can't use that as a scapegoat. You just can't. And it's just like these people were genuinely worried for him over something that just turned out to be completely wrong, and it didn't turn out to be right.
Alright, okay. John can't prove that as much as I can't prove that John deleted his tweets to kind of get this drama behind him and not deal with it anymore.
What's it called?
And this editing is horrible, by the way. This editing is horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
This was not the right use of the
Do you remember
Joker theme at all.
Do you remember the Hyojin thing?
Yes, I remember the Hyojin thing.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those situations. You kind of just go like treat it with sensitivity rather than being like, nah, she's lying, nah.
I don't know if the Hyojin stuff
Look
was
at
the
this,
same.
she's trying to get up. I mean, she was getting a lot of flack for the, you know, the dog dropping comments. I'm pretty sure, like, her IRL said that, yeah, this actually happened. So people were like, okay. I think it was what's his face, Akindale.
I wasn't
And
much
fucking went
into
off the IMAX.
commentary. That's kind of when I started getting into it and started watching like the lower levels of commentary. Was the IMAX thing. But I don't think John's malicious if he's had experience with people suicide baiting. That was what I was about to talk about. John has had some personal experiences. I'm not going to talk about them for him. That's not my place. But John has had some personal experiences with this kind of thing in the past. So it's more understandable for him to see it from this perspective. I can't say anything more than that. There's nothing really more than I can elaborate on. If John wants to talk about it, he can talk about it. I don't want to talk about it for him. I don't know whether he's talked about it publicly. And I don't know whether the stuff that I would talk about is public. So I don't want to do that. I don't know, mate. Don't you think that it's at all reasonable to think that John was deleting the tweets because the community was being mass flagged at the time? Maybe. I think it's rather convenient, though. I don't know. Possible.
Very coincidental.
It's possible, but I don't know. You already had the... I don't know. I don't really want to expand on it too much, but you know, I'm pretty sure by that time everyone has had the weekly deleting up, right? So I don't know whether that affects flagging or if that's just about DMCA. I think that's just about DMCA, isn't it? I think John said before this he had an unpopular opinion. It's okay if you disagreed. Yeah. The issue is, right, normally I would criticize someone for that take unduly. But John has experience with this stuff in the past, and you know. But also, I don't know if I can fault PIEMAN for this because I don't know whether John's talked about this publicly. I don't know whether I don't know whether PIEMAN knows that John has had previous experience with this. So, I still think it was bad. I did say a 15-year-old is suicide baiting, but in John's perspective, I can get why. I don't want to create. I don't want to falsely compare two things. Yeah, actually, I'm not going to compare them then. Everyone's been deleting tweets since before that. It's a DMCA thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a DMCA thing. So, I don't know. I just think that's pretty convenient. I don't know. Again, I don't think John's a bad person for doing it. If, like, in my opinion, I think he did it. That's fine. If he didn't, then I don't know. That's just my perspective on it. I thought he both sides just accused each other of stuff they can't prove. Well, no, because PIEMAN never accused him of this. PIEMAN says that he believes him, and PIEMAN was just showing. I think he's going to go on to show how the same way that John can't prove that PIEMAN was faking or suicide baiting is the same way that John Swan can't. Is the same way that PIEMAN couldn't theoretically prove that John Swan did it. Delete his tweets. I don't care either way. I don't care. I don't think deleting the tweets is a bad thing to do. I don't really care. It's great. I don't care. It's not comparable. Suicide baiting is obviously not comparable to deleting tweets, but I get the point that I think PIEMAN's trying to make.
Like this whole thing, he didn't have those genuine feelings. It's just not like it's just not on. You don't do that. There's my mask off moment.
That was not good editing.
No one cared who I was till I put
No,
on the mask.
no,
When they debated,
no, no. We're skipping the Chris Hansen as well.
State was breaking down.
No,
As John himself
bad.
pointed out, I spent all my time online. All my friends were YouTubers on Twitter. The commentary community was my life. When everyone, friends included, turned on me and started to call me the worst
That
kind
was
of
the
things,
cringiest
I
comment
was
I've
distraught.
ever.
I posted something which I very much regret. However, I had those feelings at the time. That was how I felt. I didn't do it on purpose to get attention.
Comment Cop, that is not true. That is not true. There was one person during that time zone where John had said that someone was threatening to flag him. There was one person that said that they were going to report his account. I did find that. I could, you know, I'd put my word on the line to say that. So that's not true. There was one person threatening to flag his account. There definitely was. So, you know, but I just think he used that as an excuse to get rid of the tweets so that he could put the drama behind him. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So, yeah. I'm sorry, Comment Cop, that's not true. That's true. That's not true.
It was a
If you wanted, there was...
It was a no
Right.
profile picture, shitty throwaway account.
I don't know, that could be you know who, though. The thou who shall not be named.
To get sympathy. After a few days, when my mind was more stable, I didn't cheer at how much more people were on my side. I was upset and felt ashamed at how worried I made everyone, including very decent people. John is angry at me for causing people to be worried, and I was, and still am angry at myself for making people worried. But I didn't fake anything. As I said, my life had been shattered, and I contemplated and came close to things I wish I never did. I'm not going to name names, but there are times where the YouTube community assumed someone was faking mental health problems for attention when they weren't. We as a community shouldn't allow ourselves to get to this point again. John says
he literally turned around and said he's fine.
But that is far, far from true. A few days after the incident, my mind was more together, and I no longer contemplated those same thoughts. A lot of this was due to all the people who reached out to me, which helped me a lot. There are too many to name, and I am incredibly grateful to everyone. But as I do want to move on, I'll have the people who helped me the most on screen now. I also want to thank
Hey guys, I talk to big YouTubers.
Tipster. Tipster is one of the nicest guy in the community, one of the nicest people in the community. Like, he's a really, really nice guy. He's a very, very, very
the most
nice
shit.
guy.
It's fucking hilarious.
And he is far
He always seems
too
to find
nice.
himself as some shit. It's so weird.
He is
he's
far too
literally
nice and
the
far
only
too
nice guy.
forgiving, but I must say, Tipster is a very, very good person in the community. If you ever need someone to, like, I don't know. Tipster's just a really nice guy, what I'd say. Like, and he's extremely forgiving, but I think too much sometimes. I think it gets him into I think he accepts people back who he shouldn't.
He's cynical enough.
Yeah, he's not pessimistic enough about people's nature, definitely. He's a good guy, though, good guy.
I'll have the people who helped me the most on screen now. I also want to thank Nicholas Diorio, Turkey Tom, and Cordwit for giving me some genuine...
Alright, that's it. PIEMAN's Cloud Chaser. Video over.
Upset. This is why I left the internet for months. If I only cared about helping my channel and stuff, I wouldn't have taken the break, so I lost Twitter followers and YouTube subscribers during this time. As I said in a DM to my very good friend Michael, which I asked him to post publicly, I literally went to therapy for my mental health. Not to stop me from being a future paedophile like John literally suggested earlier. This was not weaponizing.
I don't know if John suggests that. I think A-Star suggests that. I think you've lied there, PIEMAN. And you haven't put it on the screen to provide the evidence. And I'm going to scroll forward and check for the evidence. And I'm not seeing it here, so unless it's later on in the video, I think you've lied there. I don't think John said or insinuated that you were going to be a future paedophile. But I might be wrong. I don't know. But I don't think he said that. Fucking word limit got me cocked. So John wasn't spammed, and the one tweet that did threaten report with 0 likes and a 3 follower account John ignored until Nick Diorio Willie Max started calling out his shit take to delete the tweets. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't, yeah.
Tweety deleety? How can
I just think he didn't want to deal with this, and I fucked up on Twitter and said dumb shit before, and I just don't want to deal with it, so I'll just delete it and move on.
You ever got into an argument on Twitter that you just like, it gets so pointless that you just like, why? Why am I here? What have I done to deserve this?
PIEMAN did nothing. PIEMAN's done plenty wrong. He's a complete degenerate who needs social skills. I think
PIEMAN, the only course of action here is he needs to be hit by a Mack truck.
No! Oh my god, you can't say that, okay? Jesus.
Suicide.
It's not
This was
Twitch,
very,
but it is
very
bad.
real. When John accused me...
Again, we're taking, like, PIEMAN's word or John Swan's word over each other. There's no way to prove either of these things realistically. I'm not expecting PIEMAN to provide fucking credentials that he's been to fucking therapy. Like, I'm not expecting that from him, and I don't want to expect that from him. So for the sake of the argument, I'm gonna take PIEMAN's word over John Swan's. I think I'm a little bit like Tipster. I'm too optimistic about people, maybe. So maybe
I think you're just a bit retarded.
Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. But again, like I don't think John's take is unreasonable. It's an opinion. I think it's pretty obvious as an opinion.
Faking it for attention or sympathy. This is what made me mad. Before then, I didn't want to deal with this drama anymore, so I wasn't planning on making this video, and I was content with putting it in the past. But John Swan arrogantly believing he was the only one who knew my true intentions, claiming terrible things with zero evidence, that was too far. I understand.
Sometimes, PIEMAN, you let things go. This might have been that occasion. I don't know. Isn't the accuser's job to prove?
It's not a fucking court of law.
No, he's right. He's right. He's right. It's the accuser's job to prove.
There is literally no course of action.
But as long as he's presenting it as an opinion and not a fact, it's just an opinion. It's like Oggy turns around. I think it was Oggy. Oggy turns around and he thinks that Pyro knew the age. Can't prove it, but it's just his opinion, right? So, PIEMAN, you are really pathetic. There was no good reason. There was no reason for you to make a video on John Swan. Yet sometimes, I don't know. Was that feral ghoul on the screen? Oh god, there's a big spider in the corner of my room, and it's got a really big head. No, not head. What's the back bit called? I don't know. I have an issue with spiders. I'm not good with them.
The abdomen?
The abdomen, yeah. Sometimes, PIEMAN, you let things go and you don't start an argument up again because it's, like, going to be detrimental to you. Maybe this was the, maybe this was that occasion, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I probably wouldn't have talked about this again. I mean, look, this is never going to happen to me because I don't interact or engage in any of this degenerate behaviour. It is, by the way. Apart from the Jada stuff.
Talk to women.
I'd rather not talk about. I actually like men. No. Oh. Damn. No, I'm kidding. This might have been that occasion. I don't know. Shut up. Histara looks disgusting. No, I'm kidding.
Understand sometimes people lie about things.
He looks disgusting. He looks fucking disgusting. Look at him, gremlin.
Like raintism, his heart attacks.
Raintism, beat these muscles. Whoa! I got huge.
Oh god, battle of.
But there was a reason to doubt that. Things didn't add up.
Right,
My situation did add up.
Sorry, is he doing like ASMR? That he's like, hey. Raintism,
this is the motherfucker that
commentary
paid
ASMR.
$2,000 to ship some girl out to fucking VidCon.
Yeah.
I could have paid $2,000 just so I could pretend that I have a girlfriend.
I love Raintism. Great guy. Mad respect. Love Raintism.
Aiden and Augie make it clear here.
All the people talking about them, they knew he was socially inept, but maybe they need to look at their own social ineptitude with how they reacted to the situation.
I was following this from the very, very beginning, and I told everybody how stupid they were.
Okay, on what Bo Black said there, yeah, I kind of agree. I think some people like blew this out of proportion. It wasn't that big a deal. I don't think it was that big a deal. I think it was just. I said this multiple times. I said I think it's just a kid being stupid. I think it's just a stupid kid being a stupid kid. That happens all the time. I didn't think it was that big a deal. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that's and at that point, it's not like it's not like someone's right or wrong. It's just difference of opinion.
Have any of you motherfuckers been to high school? God damn it.
See, this is the thing, right? And this was mental. This blew my mind. Like, utterly blew my mind. I talked to Willie Mack about... I talked on Twitter, publicly, to Willie Mack. And, apparently, like, 15 to 18 is, like, common in the US, okay? Apparently that's common in the US.
I mean, so
and
is
I
brother
was
and
like,
sister, but, like, you know.
holy shit. In the UK, that does not fucking happen. That does not fucking happen. People in secondary school, which is like, I think it's middle school for the US, right? People in secondary school, middle school for the US, I think, do not hang out with people from college or university in the UK. That doesn't happen. That,
I mean, to be
like,
fair,
they don't date
one of
each
my
other.
friends
That does
in
not fucking
school-
happen. And if
I
it
think
does,
that
it's highly
boyfriend
rare.
graduated a year before she did, so...
So, I don't know where PIEMAN's from. Is he from the UK? I don't know. Might be from America, but
No, South Australia, you
South
retard.
Australia.
God
So I don't
damn
know.
it.
Maybe it's like a cultural difference. I don't know.
I mean, South Australia's a shithole, so I don't know what goes on down there.
A 3-year age gap is weird. I admit. What?
A 3 age gap is weird. It's weird though, because like later on in life, it's not. It's like, okay.
15 and 18 are high school in the year. Wait, they go to the same school? Holy shit. We have very different cultures.
Yeah, 15 and 18 is high school in Australia as well.
Dating a 15-year-old when you're 18 is weird in the US as well. Willie Mack is insane. I don't know. I think there are cultural differences for sure. I went to a messed up high school. I don't know. There are cultural differences for sure. Like, I think Spain has a very different culture on.
I mean, isn't
age
Willie
of
Mack
consent
from the
and stuff.
South?
Let's move on. Let's move on. Holy shit.
They were. I know everyone who
I think there's
fucking
probably
said it at
definitely a
the
difference between North and South.
I don't know. I don't know much about that. I'll be honest.
Yeah, guys I like
I know
had
who you
fucking.
are. I know who the fuck you are. You called an autistic 15-year-old who's socially awkward.
I wish these people would name names. Like, I've named names throughout the entire thing of this. So I'm just gonna move on. Like, they're not naming names, so it's like difficult to.
People I
sentence.
like. Okay, Augie, just fucking spill the beans, you fucking pussy.
I get very frustrated when people won't speak their mind. It's like you can have a civil disagreement with someone that you like and someone that you're friends with. You can have a civil disagreement with them.
Why is this shit channel am I recommended? Hello, Aiden.
Shitty, and I hope it follows you, and you look like a dumbass the rest.
I'm probably getting more viewers than Aiden right now, so I'm not fussed.
To escape criticism once again. With how much John wants to get away from this drama, you could say that from responsibility,
That makes John look like
he
a
ran,
fucking insane
hiding
person.
like his Anne.
Yeah, guess what? John doesn't fucking care. He doesn't fucking care. Okay? John thinks he's in the right. John, that's fine. John's opinion is he's in the right, so he doesn't care.
Can we get a side by side comparison of John Swan then and John Swan now?
No.
John.
John doesn't. John, you know, John's in the right. I think you're wrong, PIEMAN. I think this is like some epic own, and it's not.
I think
it's
hashtag
not.
PIEMAN should apologize. Not gonna lie.
Unfortunately, PIEMAN, it's not a.
He should apologize for overhyping this video.
John's worst fear is being viewed as a flawed human being like everyone else.
I don't know where you've got that from. Holy shit, that is a sweeping statement. John Swan's biggest fear
Guys,
is being a flawed human being.
I think John Swan's biggest fear is figuring out what to get for lunch.
I think John
Because he
Swan's
just wanna go
biggest fear
outside.
is, can he touch grass or not? Is there enough grass to touch? That's his biggest fear. I don't know.
Is there enough grass in WA? Well, all of it's getting burnt at the moment, so there probably isn't going to be any left.
Huge sweeping statement, PIEMAN. Huge sweeping statement. I don't even know where you've got that from.
As a commentary YouTuber, it's John's job to put himself on a higher pedestal.
I think John admitted, like, literally a couple days ago, he was like, yeah, actually, my interpretation of what Dream said on Reddit might be wrong, actually, so I'm going to change that in my response. That's what he said, so he's admitted a flaw there.
You do realize, like, the job of a commentator is not to put themselves on a higher pedestal. That's like...
That's it. Argument destroyed. I don't think that is his biggest fear, because if it was his biggest fear, he would have stuck with that narrative against Dream as hard as possible, and he wouldn't have backed down from it. Whereas he's already backed down from it, like, the day after. He said, yeah, I might have misinterpreted that, actually. I'm gonna adjust my response now. So, I think it's, like, a complete bullshit fucking Sweeping statement.
pedestal than the people he criticizes. So John takes this and runs with it, trying to be the criticizer who can't be criticized.
I just debunked that, but okay.
Things John has done wrong. This is why John tries so hard to avoid admitting to doing anything wrong. This is why to this day...
Maybe he just doesn't think he did anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I can disagree with John and think that he said something that I don't agree with without him having to think that he's done something wrong. Like, he just doesn't think he's done anything wrong. That's fine. Can't really... Yeah.
John refuses to apologize to me.
Again, he refuses to apologize to you because he doesn't think he's done anything wrong. This is, what's the issue there? Like, yeah. I mean, and I know you expect an apology because you think he's done something wrong, but he doesn't think he's done anything wrong, so... I don't think it's about not backing down, I think it's about... Actually, this is a really good display of why John is doing the right thing. If John truly believes... Okay, this is clearly going to be where people's opinions divide really strongly. If John truly believes he hasn't done anything wrong, which I genuinely believe that he doesn't think he's done anything wrong, and we just had some disagreements on some stuff. Him sticking by what he thinks, and him sticking by his statements, and him not apologizing is actually very, very bold and very, it's worthy of praise and respect. Definitely. If the whole community is turning around and shitting on him, and he stands by what he says, because he believes it's the right thing to say, and it's the right thing to do, and that he doesn't regret saying any of it, then that is worthy of praise. And I think that's a good thing. A lot of this stuff, a lot of this stupid drama, is John saying something sweeping that he can't prove, and people just have to believe him, or agree with him, or trust him. And PIEMAN doing exactly the same thing. That's kind of the entire drama. It's like PIEMAN's opinion, John Swan's opinion. Can't really prove either one. And it's kind of like, whatever you believe, you stick by. But I genuinely think John thinks he's... I genuinely don't think that John thinks he's said anything wrong. So... You know, I actually have enormous respect for him for sticking with what he believes with. So, I think that's the flip coin of that.
Because an apology is an admission of wrongdoing.
He didn't get almost any shit. Then you have to take that up with the people who were criticizing. You know, like I got shit for even announcing my video. You got shit for being cringe, PIEMAN. You were hyping up your video. I deserved shit as well. I hyped up my fucking Taylor Lorenz video, and it's still not released because I got bored of it and I didn't want to put out something sloppy or put out something half done, so I just put it on the back burner for a while and I didn't touch it. Okay, PIEMAN, you got shit for hyping your video up and being cringe. You were being a cringe commentator.
Shut the fuck up about this video and
you were
want to
being
release it.
very cringe.
Fucking drop the video.
And he didn't get almost any shit. Yeah, you have to take that up with the commentary people then. What do you want me to do about that? I've criticized him on this stream today and I'm his fucking friend. I didn't give him shit at the time, I don't think. I put my opinion out there, but I didn't give anyone shit. I don't think I might have given A-Star. I might have, like, taken a jab at A-Star, made fun of him, but that was about it. I didn't give any serious criticism.
You want to tell me, right? Where's my apology? Never. Absolutely never. Because I did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. So no.
There you go. See? John doesn't think he did
absolutely
anything
not.
wrong.
Not happening. There you go. There's my response.
Respect for that.
So you guys can fuck off now and leave me alone. Because I've finally done it. People, like, they spam my shit with this. Like, over and over and over and over. You need to apologize. You need to apologize. You need to apologize for this. Apologize for that. No. Fuck no. Absolutely.
He's actually done the exact opposite. You've put I'm the real victim here. He's actually done the exact opposite. He's engaged with what they're saying. He's told them to fuck off. And he's, you know, that's how he's dealt with it. He's not turned around and gone, they're attacking me, it's not, this is harassment. Unless he says it later on, which I'm gonna have to eat my words. So I'm gonna click play and hope that he doesn't say that.
Over. You need to apologize. You need to apologize. You need to apologize for this. Apologize for that. No. Fuck no. Absolutely not. If you think I should apologize, go fuck yourself.
I don't want to destroy...
He just tells you to go fuck yourself. That's not being a victim. That is not being a victim, PIEMAN. That is not being a victim. That's just not being a victim. He tells you to go fuck yourself. That's called being a man. John Swan is a man.
That's cool. That's the product of bullying.
That's the product of bullying. It made him hard as steel. He doesn't take no shit from you fuckheads. He tells you to fuck off. That's not being a victim. Being a victim is pulling like the fucking, the harassment card. This is harassment. You guys are harassing me. Oh no, I can't take it anymore. This is bullying. Fuck off.
Like that would happen anyway. I enjoy his content and wish the best for his success. However, I think John needs to be more mature, grow up, and take some responsibility. No matter your thoughts on John, whether you're a fan or his friend, I think I've provided enough information to prove that John is not perfect.
Holy fuck, John is not perfect. Oh, my perception of him has been shattered. Holy shit. No. Oh my god, my entire world is collapsing. My god, my deity, John Swan, is not perfect. Fuck, BWC, I'm gonna... I don't know how I'm gonna
have to go burn his house down now because he's a fucking
and build it again, and burn it down again, and build it again. Fuck.
Sorry, if you're not
perfect
online,
I can't deal with this.
Have to be cancelled.
He has made mistakes deserving of an apology.
I think he's made mistakes, and I think he might deserve an apology for him insinuating that you're a pedophile, even though I think he'd probably deserve an apology for that, maybe. Yeah. I think that's it. The other stuff, I'm not sure. Suicide baiting thing, quite bold to go out there and say it, but again, it's like you can't prove you're in the right, he can't prove that he's in the right, but you're also right in saying that it's on the accuser but it's also his opinion, right? It's his opinion. I can't fault him for having an opinion. I might be able to fault him for making a statement. If he made a statement, if he said that as a statement, as a fact, then I can understand you want any apology for that, PIEMAN. I can understand that.
This is why I want everyone who watched this video to tweet #ApologizeJohnSwan. While a few Spurg small commentators may just slightly annoy him, enough commentators big and small who join in may convince him to show a little humility. I view myself as a reasonable, forgiving person. Everyone involved with the drama who has apologized, no matter what they said or did, I have completely forgiven. I would never bring up what they did again. If John apologizes, I would do the same. Forgive him, and implore everyone else to do the same and not bring this up again. It's only fair. What happened with John Swan was an example of a commentator being too respected for their own good, where they're too scared to accept criticism. I hope this never happens again to anyone else, but for now, I'm only looking for 2 words from John. I'm sorry.
Cringe. I wouldn't have put that bit in there. I don't know why you're demanding an apology.
Apologize to me, I need validation, please.
The commentary community has stands too. You're all brain dead. You're not looking at the situation logically. You're acting like...
This day, John Swan has not apologized for what he's done or acknowledged any responsibility. Large commentators have not yet called out John Swan by name for what he has done, despite publicly criticizing A staff, much less. I think I'd agree with that, maybe. I don't know. But it's up to them to do that, and yeah, I might agree with that. If they disagree with John, then well, they don't have to call him out, but I get why you put it in there. I get it. John has also not denounced the fans of him who have sent me death threats and harassed me, despite calling on Dream to do the same to his stands. I haven't seen that tweet, so you'd have to show that. I don't know why you wouldn't put that in here, but okay. Right. This came off as being a massive victim, honestly.
I'm getting death. I hate the death threat card. I hate it so fucking much.
But you are definitely a victim. So yeah. Anyway, that was an interesting video. I think I don't think there's much more else to say about that. Apologize, John Swan. Apologize, John Swan. I don't know. Watch till the end.
Editing was far too.
Touching grass.
It was too over dramatized for what it was. Not gonna lie, kind of lost the appeal. If it was a straight up bam 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 video, it might actually be better. Just gonna say. You try to make an entertaining fucking response video, basically, and that just doesn't work.
John's not gonna give an insincere apology. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I don't know why you're calling for John to make an apology on something that he genuinely believes he's done nothing wrong. It's not gonna happen. Sorry, not gonna happen. The apologized John Swan thing was pretty cringe as well.
Well, let's start a trend, guys. Let's start a trend.
But I think he was probably did John do that at the end of? No, he didn't. He didn't. I'm gonna say that because he didn't. You can't force someone to apologize. I don't know. It's kind of here's the issue with this video, right? You're like expecting him to change his opinion, and it's just not gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen anyway. And if it doesn't happen, then it's like you've come at this video from the completely wrong angle. You messed up a few things in the video. I think gaslighting was a terrible term to use. Definitely a terrible term to use. Yeah. PIEMAN, are you black? Oh god. Okay. Maybe it's time to end the stream. Chat's getting a bit rowdy. Is there anything else?
Slurs.
But I don't think this is like I think this is gonna ruin John or anything. I mean,
Wow, I thought we were gonna get a big expose, but nope, nothing, burger.
I think this could have been a much better video because I genuinely think there's things to criticize John for, and I think these are they're pretty reasonable criticisms to make, and I think you've kind of fucked this up, PIEMAN. I don't actually understand how you've done it. I don't understand this is like a game set match of commentary videos. It really should be.
This is literally a progress on I'm Alex type situation.
I don't know that situation.
That was fucking hilarious. He made like a really heavily high production value video that was just so shit. It was so bad. They just like completely missed the mark.
Maybe my opinion will change on the Twitter thing. I don't know. I just felt a bit convenient. So seems like most people agree with John. So I'm a bit of an outcast on that one, I think. Oh well. I stand by it, and I stand by everything I said at the time.
I think the point of the video has been missed because it's just so fucking. It's just big giant pile of word sauce, man. I can turn it down a bit. Get to the point. Stop trying to drag it out for like shock value. This is not the type of shit you're trying to like. It's not some commentary on some other big YouTuber. This is like you're trying to, speak your own mind, as opposed to like trying to just like document what's happened with someone else. I think there's a bit of a difference when you're trying to call someone out for doing something to you than it is like documenting what they've done.
Yeah, but the difficulty
I think the style
is
was just wrong.
I think the difficulty is like I think PIEMAN put out a tweet last week where he was like, this is a video where I'm like, I like you, I respect you, but I think you fucked up and I'd like to see you learn from it. I think that's what he said in a tweet last week about this video. So I think he came into this, expecting John to be what he would consider reasonable. I think he expected John to bow down, for lack of a better term. I think that's what he was expecting to happen. Whereas, what if PIEMAN wanted to get a result?
A simple.
Look, the only way PIEMAN wins in this situation is people agree with him, and that's by watching the video and taking the relevant points away from it, which he's claiming that people haven't done because they focus on minor details. The issue is when you use stupid terms and you make stupid points and you blatantly lie. Either when you make these mistakes consecutively in a video, that reduces your credibility, and as a result, it creates issues for you because then people don't want to believe. Like, okay, a lot of this, right, is believing you. Some of this is believing you. Sorry, some of it is believing you. There's nothing that I can or we have to believe John Swan, who is a bigger commentator, not necessarily. Well, I would. Yeah, maybe more credible commentator. So a lot of it is like you're trying to outweigh John's credibility here. So you've got to use like facts, but you've also got to have consistency, and you've not got to like fucking lie about him in your video, which you fucking did. You did lie about him on a couple points, I think. So that's why you've kind of like, I think that's probably why people have taken the wrong points away from the video. But also, don't be confused, or don't be annoyed, or don't think it's completely unreasonable that people disagree with you. Just because I agree with you on a couple points doesn't mean everyone's going to agree with you. Like, a lot of this is going to be from people's own experiences and perspectives and stuff. And there's not really a lot that you can do to change that. This is really not one of those cut and dry dramas. You know, there's nuance on either side, definitely. Read John's response to Dream. Did he just drop it?
Read.
I can't read. An audio version is linked in the document. Let's read it then. Let's go. I was said this early. Privileges of being close to John Swan. Again, you know, I don't think John's a bad guy for this. I think some of it's personal experience. I think some of it's just a fuck up. If he genuinely thinks he's in the right, then, you know, respect to him for sticking to it at the very least. Anyway, let's move on then, I guess, if we're done here.
Fuck's sakes, I thought we left documents in 2020. Motherfucker. Motherfucker wrote a 13-page document on this shit. Fucking hell.
I mean, I think the insinuation that PIEMAN needed help and was turned on by a child is insinuation, but not malicious. PIEMAN likely spoke out of emotion and wanted to seem more mature than he is. I don't have a particular opinion on that, I don't think. Anyway, let's, it's 32 pages. Well, I need a piss. So... Fuck. Oh, it is not 32 pages. Am I showing the right screen?
I said 13, you spong.
Someone else said 32 in the chat, you mong.
What a moron.
It's 15. Right, okay.
No,
I'm
13.
going... It's 15 for me. I'm going for a piss. Do you want to read the first, section? I've already read some of this.
John Swan voice, let's go.
I'm going to turn my camera off, because, you know,
John
I'm not like those
Swan
Twitch
business
girls. You
is-
can't look at my ass.
Look at John Swan business. What a moron.
For those of you who are reading, you're probably already aware of my recent drama with Dream. This situation has blown up far more than I have ever thought, and I plan for this to be the final thing I say in it.
Oh god, that hurts my throat. I take these allegations seriously, but to address everything completely, I need to go into great detail. Hence the length of this document. However, this isn't a document to trash on Dream or expose him. Without proper context, I can understand why he believed what he did, and I don't blame him for anything. This is simply to give my side of the story. What the fucking... PIEMAN, when you just release a document? Jesus Christ. For those of you who hate reading, I have created an audiobook version. Fucking he stole Bo Black's job for him. God damn. Innocent until proven guilty is a phrase that has lost quite a lot of significance as of recent. It seems people disregard it entirely in favor of passing judgment based on circumstantial evidence. But who could really blame people when evidence is presented without proper knowledge or context? And then here comes the epic intro music. Bump. Dream is a Minecraft YouTuber with over 18 million subscribers. He's probably one of the most influential channels right now. However, it's no secret that I am not the biggest fan of him. Although he was one of the people I interviewed for my Minecraft documentary, which released in December 2019 for anyone who wants to know about that, over the past few months, I have been heavily critical of him on Twitter, criticizing him for his response to the Minecraft speedrun cheating accusations, as well as his takes on stans and stan culture. This whole drama started when I posted a video on my Twitter, splicing together clips from the official podcast and Scuffed podcast. In these clips, Charlie, aka Critical, criticizes Dream for his attitude on the Scuffed podcast, calling him douchey and bringing up past stories that Dream told on the podcast. Fucking hell, how many times are you going to say podcast in one sentence? Dream's stans didn't like these clips, claiming that I cut Dream out of context. I didn't. But little did I know that this one compilation would start a massive drama, far bigger than I would have ever imagined.
It's like the beginning of like a Batman film or some shit. Holy shit.
Literally. Along with these clips, I also promoted my friend's channel, Cordwit, who I was going to be doing a collaboration with. Someone interpreted me promoting my 11k sub friend as milking the drama, and promptly posted it to the Reddit Dream Was Taken to subreddit. Why is there a second one? Anyway, Dream somehow
I think the
found
second
this
one is
post and
used to like
decided to
as
respond
criticism
to
for
it.
Dream.
Really?
If I'm not wrong.
I think it is worth pointing out that he responded to the post and this. Wait, no, sorry. I fucking lost my train of thought about our video coming out. I believe that he may have been trying to discredit the video before it's released. That's not an accusation, just my opinion. I may very well be wrong. In this response, Dream claimed that I was bad news and describes a situation that happened over a year ago. He claims that I changed my profile and name on Discord to Dreams and started DMing people pretending to be him.
Stop.
He also claimed I sent people the N-word as well as sexual stuff.
They're telling me to play the audiobook. Should I just play the audiobook?
No, my reading is much better.
No, I disagree.
Because I add music to it.
Innocent until proven guilty.
He literally reads it like a fucking video. What a moron. I told you.
Alright, where were we? Holy shit, that is cringe.
Hey
That is
guys,
a phrase
John
that has
Swan here.
lost a lot of significance as of recent.
Oh my god, he's
like
actually reading it like a video.
It's like an audiobook. It's like, okay, where were we? Like here?
It seems people won't be repeating it here. You can read it for yourself.
Did he
Dream
actually
has
add
since
music
stated that
to
I
it?
overreacted to this, and that he didn't know why I would take this to Twitter
I
over
told
such a
you.
small post. And
He's
you know
so
what?
predictable.
Maybe I did. But you have to remember that I have 170,000 subs, and Dream has 18 million. I had no idea about how much his Reddit post would be shared, or if they would gain traction at all in the first place. I don't keep up to date with that aspect of Dream's
How long
online
is
presence.
this?
However, the fact that he would bring up a situation that was over a year old in this manner really made me question his intentions, and my response was definitely indicative of that.
Wait, can you go
He
to
also
can you go to the start? Can we see if it does like put intro music?
claimed that I was doing this for clout reasons, and was
Totally.
presented without proper knowledge or context. Dream is a Minecraft YouTuber with over 18 million
Dave.
subscribers. He's probably one of the most influential channels right now. However, it's no secret that I'm not the biggest fan of him. Although he was one of the people that I interviewed for my Minecraft documentary, which released in December of 2019, over the past few months, I have been heavily critical of him on Twitter, criticizing him for his response to the Minecraft speedrun cheating accusations, as well as his takes on stans and stan culture.
God.
This whole drama started when I posted a video on my Twitter, splicing together clips from the official podcast and Scuffed podcast. In these clips,
Speed 'em up a bit.
Charlie, aka
He's
Critical,
talking this
criticizes
slow
Dream
and
for his
really
attitude
annoying.
on the Scuffed podcast.
How do I speed it up?
I don't fucking know.
It's SoundCloud. They probably don't have that fucking option on SoundCloud.
Calling him douchey and bringing up past
Should've put it on
stories that
Spotify.
Dream told on the podcast. Dream stans didn't like these clips, claiming that I cut Dream out of context. I didn't. But little did I know that this one compilation would start a massive drama far bigger than I would have ever imagined. Along with these
Fucking
clips, I also
transition
promoted my
music,
friend's channel,
Jesus.
Cordwit, who I was going to be doing a collaboration with. Someone interpreted me posting my 11k sub friend as milking the drama, and promptly posted it to the r/DreamWasTaken2 subreddit. Dream somehow found this post and decided to respond to it. I think it's worth pointing out that he responded to the post about our video coming out. I believe that he may have been trying to discredit the video before its release. That's not an accusation, just my opinion. I may very well be wrong. In this response, Dream claimed that I was bad news and describes a situation that happened over a year ago. He claims that I changed my profile and name on Discord to Dreams and started DMing people pretending to be him. He also claimed that I sent people the N-word as well as sexual stuff. He also alleged that I gave my main
Now,
Twitter to vouch,
From
and where I
a
would then
personal point of
vouch
view,
from my
I
main
don't
Twitter,
think he would do that
stating that
because
it was
he's too
me.
much of a fucking.
He's boring.
He's too.
John is very boring.
Yeah, he is.
This is not John Swan-like behavior.
Yeah, he was very on edge when we started pledging our allegiance to Pakistan. So you could fucking. You could see what he was like. He's going into like full hatred slurs. So yeah, I don't believe he'd.
This isn't like
He'd do
John's behavior. Like when Dream said this stuff, I was like, that doesn't sound like John at all. Put the doc on
Yeah.
the screen. Well, then I can't.
It
Pause
honestly,
can I?
it honestly sounds.
Mouse?
It sounds more like fucking. It sounds more like Lieutenant Cobra behavior. Not gonna lie.
It does sound a lot like Lieutenant.
It's such a
Cobra
Lieutenant
behavior.
Cobra thing
It
to do.
really does.
Oh dear.
There is only one way I can interpret this, and that is that Dream thought I had DM'd people from my main Twitter to vouch for the Discord messages being sent. This will be important later, so please do keep it in mind. Up until the second paragraph where he mentions that I denied it was me, all of these were statements. In fact, he doesn't mention that it is an opinion anywhere. Anyone seeing this would read everything as fact. I was sent this post by someone in my Discord server, and naturally, I was pretty shocked that an 18 million sub YouTuber would claim these things about me. I had only ever been upfront and honest with him. Although the post only had 22 upvotes, I expected it to be used against me in the future because, as I've seen firsthand, things from Dream spread like a wildfire. Since Dream had made the situation...
Yeah, I think that's a pretty bog standard point to make, but it's one that I think Dream kind of tried to sidestep in his initial responses. If I'm not wrong, I think he was kind of trying to make the point. He was like, "Oh, I just thought it was here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. All right, I'm gonna get called like a conspiracy theorist for this shit. Okay. I don't think Dream is as dumb as he's trying to portray himself to be. Again, this is all going to be opinion, okay? This is definitely not fact. I can't prove it, but I think this. I do not think that Dream is as dumb as he's trying to portray himself to be. I think that he knows full well that a random comment on a subreddit would spread like wildfire. You forget, Call Me Carson, the entire Call Me Carson drama came from one comment on a subreddit. Call Me Carson claims that he didn't think it would blow up. I don't know how much I believe that, but I don't think Dream is as dumb as he's portraying himself to be. I think he knew what he was doing when he posted that Reddit comment. Again, I can't prove it. I can't see into his mind. But this guy went from, what is it, like, I think someone said like 200,000 to, is it 16 million in like less than 2 years? Stupid people don't do that. Like, stupid people don't do that.
Wasn't it like 1 million to 18 million in the year? Less than a year, even?
Something around that range, yeah.
All
It's
these
like,
people only blew up because of COVID. Without COVID, they'd be nothing. Not
this
gonna lie.
guy is very smart. Don't, like, because, like, he's trying to portray himself like he's an idiot. I think he did it somewhere else. He was like, where was it? Did it
I don't know
in
math,
another-
guys. I don't know math.
Well, he might not be a math genius, to be fair. That like, Minecraft stuff, like, I don't get it. And I did pretty well on my maths exams, so.
I don't know math, but I'm going to take this one person's opinion very seriously. I'm not going to get a second opinion from another math guy. Just going to use this one guy.
There was another case of him portraying himself to be, like, stupid as fuck. Like, but he's not. He's not a stupid guy. Can't think of it. Maybe it'll come to me as we continue through here. But like, I wouldn't be
Has he ever, like, held
surprised.
himself accountable for anything he's done? Is he always like never?
Dream. Well, what has he done wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, neither do I.
Public, I decided
I mean, the
to get
fucking
ahead.
thing where he went around like spamming those like smaller commentators' channels with like PR statements about his fucking merch. That was cringe as fuck.
I don't know anything about that.
Did you not remember that? He like when he like releases merch, people are, oh, it's overpriced and blah 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 blah. He went around to like all these small commentators that were making videos and just kept We'll copy and paste the same comment.
Yes, I do actually remember that now. Yeah, he does.
That was
He
so
seems to like
cringe.
like drama. I think
I mean,
he
if
does
a
seem
name
to
gets
always
trending from
engage with it,
anything-
no matter who it is. You're like,
I don't know. Does he have a manager? Because his manager's dog shit. Just saying.
I don't know.
Curve and respond on Twitter to try and clear my name for any future accusations that might come my way as a result. It's quite a long thread.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I think, but can't prove, and this might be an unreasonable statement, but it's my opinion. I think Dream made that Reddit comment expecting it to get picked up and turned into a drama. I think so. I don't think the guy's as dumb as he's letting on, and it will come back to me later as we get through this. But there was another thing where he said he portrayed himself to be really, really stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but nobody reasonable turns around and looks at the subreddit post and go sorry. Nobody reasonable turns around as an 18 million sub YouTuber and says this random comment on this subreddit that is used to criticize me is going to get picked up and blown up. It's you're an 18 million sub YouTuber. Like, you've got to, like, I'm very sure he understood what was going to happen with that. Like, I'm very sure.
So I won't be repeating it here. You can read it for yourself. Dream has since stated that I overreacted to this, and that he didn't know why I would take this to Twitter over such a small post. And you know what? Maybe I did. But you have to remember that I have 170,000 subs, and Dream has 18 million. I had no idea about how much his Reddit post would be shared, or if they would gain traction at all in the first place. I don't keep up to date with that aspect of Dream's online presence. However, the fact that he would bring up a situation that was over a year old in this manner really made me question his intentions, and my response was definitely indicative of that. He also claimed that I was doing this for clout reasons, and that I wanted attention, when the whole reason behind the thread was to clear my name. If I had brought up the situation...
Wouldn't Dream need a time machine in order for that? No, wouldn't John need a time machine in order for that to be true?
Or what to be true?
For him to have made that made that response as a clout thing. Like, how can he know? Hold on. Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I was thinking, right, in order for, like, Dream saying that, I guess John's saying here that Dream is saying that John has done this all for attention, for clout, right? My mind is breaking. It is very late for me. I'm very tired.
You really fucked this analysis up. Baines hit his head.
I might end the stream. I'm very tired. It's very late. I need sleep.
Bill Baines is cracking up, ladies and gentlemen. He's been broken.
I just, like, play the response and then go to bed. Do you want to take over? Do you want to stream on your channel? Like, I don't know. I don't think I can.
No,
go
I'm
longer.
probably
I'm
gonna
very
get stuff
tired
done
now.
today.
Go watch someone else. I'm sure Oggy will respond to this. And Oggy's a much better streamer than
Augie will do his take. They'll have a lot of shouting.
I'm so tired. I'm
Well,
like...
my response to the Dream John Swan drama is, who the fuck cares? It's so pointless, so boring. Go to fucking sleep.
I am very
Touch
tired.
grass.
Touch some grass, guys. Is Bill dumb with the crowbar? Dumb Bill. And get around quick. I saw a screenshot of the Reddit post before John made a response, by the way. But that's kind of telling, isn't it, of Dream's statement. I think Dream's lying when he said he doesn't like drama, which explains why he didn't end it in the DMs. Yeah, I don't know whether he said that he doesn't like drama, but if he did say that, I definitely think he's lying. Yeah, that's my opinion. I'm going to bed, guys. I'm really tired. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. We've been live for 2 hours. It's very impressive. I think 2 hours, right? Something like that. I don't know. Thank you for joining me, BWC. I do appreciate it. I want to make these things a bit more consistent than they have been recently. I want to try and get this down to like once a week, maybe. I don't know. But thank you for joining me. I hope I've given like a pretty balanced opinion. I think it's been a pretty balanced opinion.
No, you're heavily biased. You get hit by a Mack truck for that.
I think I gave criticisms on both sides. Thank you for the money as well. I like money. Thank you for the money. I do appreciate the money, Jessica. And with that, I shall end it. Thank you for joining me, and see ya.